The Nightmare Rarity arc, in my opinion, much like the Chrysalis one, is lovely partially because it's dark. But whereas that one went for more visceral threat, this one got more personal, if you will, from the nightmares. I thought the nightmares were rather well done, noting, who was on the receiving end. Also, when the Nightmare Forces were dealing with Rarity, I thought that was rather well done, and also her calling them wishy things is just friggin' hilarious. I also love how Spike not just acts pretty dang well knowing the circumstances, but also does show a certain amount of competency. Heck, going back to a dog and pony show, where, he's going too macho and imagining himself being this knight in shining armor. It is nice to see a time when he could theoretically save Rarity, and he is actually this time involved in saving Rarity. Awesome. But it's nice to see him put forth some decent competency from gaining the help of the camo slugs, which I love the camo slugs, they were just freaking adorable in my opinion, and also seeing through Nightmare Rarity's illusion. That was well done. Also, the interaction between the two Nightmare Forces, what's his name, I want to say Jerome, something like that, and Shadow Fried, aka Larry, that was great. I was also alright with the designs for the Moonfolk when they were purified. And just, in general, yeah, I was rather on board with it. Hey, we got Luna time. We also got to look, not just was there Luna time, but we actually got to look into her mind. Granted, how much about her we found out, I'd say that's kind of left up. But it was kind of nice seeing her confronted with her past and having to honestly talk about it. I mean, sure, we get a little bit of that in Lunar Eclipse, but that's just a short scene in the Everfree Forest. For the most part. Yeah, she mourns being scary, but that's the only time the main time we really see her contemplating. Seeing as she's, sitting in front of, laying in front of her Nightmare Moon statue, and then her, I suppose you could say that's thanking Twilight for getting her out, but this really forces her to deal with it. This also has her interacting with the main six, which in my opinion is lovely, since we just don't get enough of that. Hey Hasbro, Season 5 is coming up. Do it. But yeah, so all in all, I really liked it. Don't have a whole lot to say. Obviously, this comic has to have been set after Magic Duel. I do find it odd, though, that for some reason, photo finishing, I want to say hoity-toity, is also seen in the fighting. And while, yeah, okay, I get it, they're important in the fandom, whatever. The only time I really care about them is My Roommate is a Vampire. I love the fan fiction. I intend on reviewing it at some point. But just they, if I'm correct, are freaking Canterlot ponies, and whatever, it's a minor thing. I did like seeing Vinyl and Octavia, though. But yeah, just in general, very nice. They did the feels without getting too angsty, and I'm of the opinion it just worked. So I've kept you here for almost 5 minutes. I'm gonna let you go, and hopefully you'll see me in my next video.